maybe jobs, right? That was, you know, when you talk about the stock market, the market's always looking for excitement. And with Jobs, that helped their stock without him doing anything because of the anticipation of new products. And now that he's gone, can Tim Cook do the same thing? I don't know how much Jobs did, but I know that, man, he had the chops, and the market loved him. So I know. I better stop talking about him. Maybe get the stock back up again.
Or buy an iPhone.
No, I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. I just lose it. Okay.
Governor, somebody's going to announce later today that they want your job. I guess I could ask a political question, but I'm guessing you probably don't want to respond specifically. But what would you tell the people of Ohio today about what you're doing on the job and why you want to keep it?
Well, look, I mean, first of all, there's going to be plenty of time for politics, so, you know, I don't have a lot of time for it today. It's all a matter of how people feel. You know, they feel their economic future is better, and it's up to them. I think right now they feel that way. We'll just have to see. Got to keep going, though, because if they don't think they're going to get their money's worth, you know, they'll look in another direction. But you know, elections are all really about how, you know, involving an incumbent, how's the incumbent doing? And we'll get to that in plenty of time.
Have you met Ed FitzGerald? Do you know him?
Not really. I've met him, but I don't really know him.
So the Republicans in the Senate...
I'm pretty pleased with what I heard today. Now, I don't have the details of this. From what I understand is they want a bigger tax cut. I mean, I know they do because we've been meeting with them. And then, you know, the key is how do you get it? And so we're working on that. On education, you know, I mean, frankly, I don't know how much, you guys keep writing these stories about how much different the House and the Senate, you know, House is from us and all that. I don't think the differences are all that, you know, momentous. It's not, but there are differences, and the Senate has been very positive about our plan, and we'll work it out. And we knew that our plan, just like any plan, it has to be tweaked. You know, you have to change it. And so I'm pleased with where that is. Keith Faber likes our approach. We'll see. I mean, this is the most important thing for me here is we're going to put the money in, and we got to direct it to students, and it's got to be in the classroom, and it's got to be based on the concept that if you don't have a lot, you get more help. I think that is carried through, and we'll see what the Senate does. On you know, the higher education stuff, we don't talk about that because that's going to happen, and that's not controversial, but that'll happen, and that'll be good for the state. And we had this other little thing called the Turnpike, which was part of our overall budget. So I think we're doing pretty well. And on Medicaid, you all know how strongly I feel about this, and I'm going to keep pushing for it. I think there's some good signs. I mean, the fact that they would do it in a separate bill, that doesn't, I don't care how they do it. Just do it. That's all I want to see done. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see. But I want to get this done. You know, the other thing I think, and I know you know this because you've been around a long time, things don't happen in a day. Big things like this Medicaid, it just doesn't happen in a day. I'd like to see it done immediately. I'd like to see it by June 30th. But, you know, I'm just going to keep at it because I think it's the right thing for our state.
Do you think, are you convinced, though, that they're not just spinning that off so that they can defer it and make it go away?
Well, I have no reason to question Keith. Keith has been a good guy. I think the world of Keith. We've worked together well for a long time. And I don't have any reason to think that Keith's not being direct and honest in what he wants to do. Look, there are a lot of questions there. There's a lot of yelling out there. I don't think by a lot of people, but there's yelling out there, and they've got concerns. And you know, we still talk to the administration, CMS, and you know, hopefully we can come up with something that they can see to vote for.